Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or hey, welcome if you're new. My name is Lasandra, and today we're going to be doing our cash stuffing, and we will be stuffing a total of $2,000, but 1,254 of that is going to be actual cash, and then the rest of it is going to be prop bills, because my biggest goal this year is to have my money work for me. So why not have some of this money sitting in a high yield savings account accruing interest? It's kind of a no-brainer. So that's my biggest shift for 2026. Anyway, so yeah, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it by starting off in my wallet. Don't mind this money. This is actually my son. I need to go deposit it into his checking account that we opened yesterday. So that's very exciting. All right. I got my new, can you tell I'm like full on Valentine's mode? So I've got my new envelopes here, super excited. And we are going to be putting let me think for a second, $225. So let's go ahead and grab that. 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, 225. I like to have a variety of bills. 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, 225. Okay. So that is going in for groceries, which I do need to go like today. All right, and then spending, my husband is going to be getting his $40. And since he's working nights, I'm actually going to be able to give this to him before he goes to work today. And then for me, I'm going to be doing 20, which is a 10, a 5, and then 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to recount that just to make sure I didn't goof. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Correct. That is correct. Okay. Then coffee is going to be getting 10 for the week, which we just need some new, or some more K-cups. And then eating out is going to be getting 20. Oof, you can tell these envelopes are fresh. All right, and then buffer is going to be getting 10, which is going to be a 5 and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, damn, 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, sweet. But I do have another envelope that I totally forgot to mention in my cash planning. So this is also something that's going to be very important to me, because how many times have you guys gone through a drive-through or, picked up a coffee order or something and somebody's paid for it? The feeling is just so warm and fuzzy. I want to do that for others, and I really want to make it a priority this year. I'm all about just, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to pay it forward. I'm trying to decide, going forward, I am going to plan for this. I didn't this last time, but this was just actually change that we had cashed in. And so anyway, that's where that came from. I'm super excited to start incorporating it. And yeah, that is it for my wallet. And then we're going into our overflow, and it's going to be the exact same. So 225. So 70, 90, 210, 220, 225. 150, 70, 90, 210, 25. Okay. And then household. Oh, shoot. You didn't see that. I forgot to take that out. So 40 for my husband, and then 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 for me. Okay, and then coffee is going to be getting 10. He's seriously heal. And I don't know, for those of you who have been around for a while, this is the insert that was just absolutely I don't know what the hell happened to it. I ran it back through the laminator, and thankfully that fixed it. But I was like, what the hell? Anyway, $20 in eating out. And then buffer is going to be getting the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! As long as it happens once in every video, I'm totally satisfied. Okay, so that is everything in our overflow. And for anybody that's new, since my husband and I get paid bi-weekly, this is basically week 2 for our cash planning. So that way we can do a reset, if you will. All right, so now we're going to be moving into our high and low priority binder. And I was a good girl and I did get all of my trackers printed and updated, so we're good there. And then I will, this is where it could get slightly rough from time to time. I did just throw everything back here. Actually, I think I'm gonna, because this is how I'm used to counting money. And I might actually need to get some, we'll see how it goes. All right, so we are putting in 100 in auto. Sorry, since I have it out, and then we're doing 100 here, since I already got it. All right, nope, we're not gonna do that again. That was dumb. All right, so then we will have a total of $300 in the bank, and I did get that updated. And also, I've had some people message me and things like that about envelopes. I just want to show you that you're not alone. This weather can really wreak havoc on these envelopes. They're still completely functional and fine, but again, hot and cold can really cause them to warp and things like that. Just run it back through your laminator, or there's other ways that you can do it, but it'll be just fine. So no worries. Don't panic. It's still going to be okay. But I am noticing that it's making it a little difficult for me to get into these. All right, so then emergency, we're putting $100 in there. So now we have 4, 5, 25 in the bank for emergency. And on my little trackers, I did fill out, you know, what my goals are. So ultimately, I would love to have $5,000 set aside in emergency. But we'll see, because life happens. All right, so then healthcare, we're putting in 25. So 20. I wonder if I should get like a different cash tray for the prop bills. That's just going to take up a lot of space. I don't know. So bear with me while I kind of figure out what works. All right, so now we have a total of 600, 20, 30, 35, 40. $640 in the bank. Okay. And since we just paid off the USAA card, in case you missed it, I did my debt snowball and my monthly closeout yesterday, which was a huge success. Our medical bill is the next one. And so I was talking to my husband and I said, I think depending on how close we are, we should dip into this, because this is truly just for copays and, you know, the rare occasion where you've got like a filling that's not covered or something like that. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. We'll see what happens with that. So registration, we're going to be doing 30. Dang it, and the dogs are barking. My husband's trying to sleep. Be right back. That is the one thing that drives me crazy about yappy dogs. They see a freaking leaf blow by and it's just... Okay, we're fine. Let's see if I can remember where I left off. So $30 is going into registration. So we should have 60 now. So 20, 40, 50, and 60 is in the bank. And sorry, you're probably going to hear me huffing and puffing because I'm downstairs and they're upstairs. So I was trying to like hurry and I tripped going up the stairs. Yeah, that's a thing, people. Whatever. Okay, home improvement. It's going to be getting 25. So maybe I should just leave this setting out. Maybe I'll just leave it there. All right, so then that means we've got $525 in home improvement in the bank, which is so exciting. Okay, and then propane, we are doing 125 because we've got a fill coming up soon. So there's 5 and 20. And then let's add over this. Okay, so that means we have a total of 400, 500, 20, 40, 45, 50. 550. I believe the last time we filled, it was like $600, or maybe not quite, so we're really close to getting where we need to be. All right, so landscaping is going to be getting 25. Nope. Yeah, this is going to take me a little bit to get used to, but that is okay. All right, so 25 also in here. So now we have 20, 40, 45, 50. and I can't remember if I mentioned this in another video, but I had some people asking where I got my prop bills, and I got them off of Shein. So yeah, I will link them down below. And I want to say it was like 210 pieces came with it. And don't mind my reach, but it also comes with $2 bills, which I don't know that I'll be using, but sorry, I have a shelf up there. I just wanted it out of the way. All right, so fur babies, we're putting in 80, and that's actually getting cash. 60 or 50, 70, 80. And I did just get a text from their groomer asking if next weekend would work. So 51, 20, 30. So we should be good there. Okay, and then vacation, we are going to be putting in 25. Prop bill, 25. So now we have $425, which is very exciting. Now we just need to figure out where the heck we're going to go. And of course, now with my husband's schedule, it's like, ugh, maybe we should just wait until he's back on days again. All right, and then pool is getting $100. So now we have 200 in the bank, 350. Okay. But yeah, do you guys see that? Do you see how it's kind of like bowing out? Come on, get in there. See how it kind of does that? Totally normal. Don't panic. All right, so that is it for high and low. So now we're going to go ahead and get into personal. And then we're starting off with beauty. And so beauty is actually going to be getting cash. So we're going to do the 1 and 25 here because we have some hair appointments coming up. So 150, 25. Okay. So we have a total of 152, 20, 30, 35, 40. 240. Which, because yeah, the boys, I think their haircuts are $25 a piece, and then mine's usually around like 120, something like that. So we're basically there. All right, clothing. It is going to be getting 25. So we've got, so 51, 25. My bougie son, Braden, needs some new pants. I'm telling you, that kid is so incredibly particular with his fashion, which that's fine, but I miss the days that I could buy just whatever I wanted, and he wore it. Home decor only has 25, so I'm just going to put that right in there. All right, and then let's see, gifts. Gifts is getting 25. So now it has 20, 35. Yeah, we really don't have anything coming up anytime soon. So, all right, and then tattoo is going to be getting, so I got to check my sheet here. Tattoo, 75. So 50, 75. All right, so let's see where we're at here. 50, 75. All right, so we have 200, 50, 70, 90, 95, 300. Sweet. All right, and then the kids are getting, it's cash and prop mix. So the boys are going to be getting 30 just because they're here every day. So it's easier for them to just grab what they need. And Lord knows they spend it. They really do. Braden is the worst as far as video games goes. That's pretty much where all of his money goes. But hey, it's all right. He works for it. Whatever. Okay. And then so with Livy, Addie, and then the Sagoths, we're going to be doing prop bills for that. So 20 and 30. 20 and 30. And I don't count what's in there, as long as they know. 20, 30. Which I did actually have to take some money out of Addie's because she had a parking ticket. But totally fine. I feel bad for her because she, like, if she were to not park where she does, she would have to walk, I swear, like 5 miles just to get to class. That's not, no, that's dumb. All right, and then Sagoths, $30. So perfect. That takes care of personal, and kids. So now we're going to move into our savings challenges. All right, and so our roll and save, get that in there. Okay, got $8. Okay, and then our rock, paper, scissors, which I did mean to go in because I realized you guys can't even see the denominations I have on there. So, because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget again. So that's 2, 4, and 6. So yeah, as you can tell, you can make up your own amount. So I could have made this 1, 2, and 3 if I wanted to, but I want to be aggressive. So $12 is going in there. 10, 11, and 12. And I'm just going to do this since that marker might still need to dry a little bit. Okay. And then our Go Mommy got 16. Man, I'm not very chatty, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. I forgot to grab the other because we completed this one. So we're putting 20 into Maddie's Boo You Whore. Yep. 1 second. Okay, so it's not Maddie's, but it's the same theme. If you didn't know, this is a Mean Girls collab that Cooper over at Purely Budgets, Maddie at Budget with Maddie, which again, she's no longer in the community, damn it. And then you had Angie over at Angie's Finance, Raylyn over at the Remarkable Dollar, and then Melina over at the Millennial Dollar. They all collabed and came up with these, so I want to use them all. So this one is from Cooper, and it's You Go Glen Coco. So we'll play that one next. And then Heartopoly is getting 10. Oh yeah, duh. That's all it's got. Okay, so now we're going to move into our 100 envelope, which I did realize that for the 100 envelope, I figured prop bills, but I'm not going to do that because I have my little in the bank cards. So that was a goof. I do lots of those. And so we are doing this whole sheet. So it was a total of $26. So yes, that's exciting. And then I need to do update my tracker so that way we stay with it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. Okay, so that takes care of all of that. And so now let's count and make sure that this is so we have $84, which is actually $42 a week for the Merry Mondays and the Debt Snowball. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, this part I'm probably going to fast forward through because that's going to be a lot of counting, but I should have 22. Perfect. There is our $42 for the next 2 weeks that we'll be playing. Okay, so I will get that put away in the binders and get ready to go and all that good stuff. I think that was everything to cover. Oh, by the way, you may have noticed I didn't have any receipts in my wallet. I really do. I just haven't scanned all these and I didn't want them all in there. So yeah, if you guys are still new and don't know about it, Fetch is an app that you can download. It's free. You just scan pictures of your receipts. The receipts turn into points, and the points turn into gift cards. I was able to redeem a $50 gift card to Amazon that I was able to use for Christmas. Yeah, so anyway, it's free. It's kind of a no-brainer. I have a referral link down below if you're interested and you get some bonus points. So I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done filming so they don't keep accruing. But yeah, if there's anything else, too bad. We'll talk about it in the next one. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.